The more popular something is, the more likely it is to generate controversy. With that in mind, today gameranx is bringing you the
top 5 Minecraft controversies.
Number 5. By September 2014, Notch was just coming out of a controversy where he had been blamed for a terms of service change that prohibited selling items on a Minecraft server. He was starting to question himself a bit when he came across a video by Innuendo Studios on YouTube called This is Phil Fish. Now, Phil Fish isn't exactly the most well-liked figure in gaming. At the time, most people viewed him as kind of the problem with indie games. To quote the video itself, many people viewed him kind of as the Nickelback of indie games. This was an opinion that a lot of gamers have, and a lot of indie devs have. I don't know if you've played Fez. It's a great game though, and it's hard to deny that. This isn't about Phil Fish though, it's about Notch. The video makes a few assertions about how people view another person with success, and Notch came to realize that he did not have the connection to the fans that he thought he had. Notch realized that he'd become a symbol, and I'll just quote him on this. Notch said, "I don't want to be a symbol, responsible for something huge that I don't understand, that I don't want to work on, and that keeps coming back to me. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not a CEO. I'm a nerdy computer programmer who likes to have opinions on Twitter." Now, Notch had always basically been uncomfortable with being a public figure, and though he wasn't really hated in the way that Phil Fish was and/or is, he started to realize he's not what he wanted to be, or even what he thought he was. And frankly, he was quite honest about it, and to me, that's to be commended. But not everybody thinks that way. This was for $2.5 million and for nothing else. Gradually became louder and louder, where people were really actually quite mean to Notch. I just don't understand why, if your heart's not in it, you should continue to do something. And that's when $0 are involved. Imagine if someone said, "Is your heart not in this? Do you not want to keep doing it anymore? Alright, well here's $2.5 billion, and we'll handle it from now on." Ultimately, it was just a dumb controversy. I do understand why people might feel abandoned, but Notch wasn't even working on Minecraft at the time, and his heart just wasn't in it. Number 4. Minecraft was blamed in a school violence case. In Florida, a 9-year-old kid got in trouble for bringing an unloaded handgun, a magazine with 6 bullets in it, a steak knife, and a small-handled sledgehammer, along with his books and stuff, to school. His father said he was playing a character he learned from the video game Minecraft, which, to quote him, "they used hammers to dig and knives and guns to protect themselves from zombies," which, there's a sword in the game, and there's not the other 2 things. There's a bow and arrow too, but he didn't have one of those. In other words, none of the things he was carrying were actually from Minecraft, especially a gun. I mean, unless this 9-year-old kid was deeply into the modding community. Doubtful. The kid was apparently so small he could barely even see over the podium in court, and the judge friggin' sentenced him to home confinement. I'm not gonna sit here and say there was nothing going on. The kid had a gun and a clip. If you ask me, that's kind of a failure in parenting. But let's not forget who laid the blame on Minecraft. It's just stupid to try and pin this kind of crap on a game, especially one where the only violence is against blocky, imaginary creatures. Minecraft is used to teach first graders. Number 3, along those same lines, Minecraft could actually be in danger of being banned in Turkey for being too violent. Earlier in 2015, Turkey's Family and Social Policies Ministry asserted that although the game can be seen as encouraging creativity in children by letting them build houses, farmlands, and bridges, mobs, or hostile creatures, must be killed in order to protect these structures. Yes, nonsensical fictional creatures that don't resemble anything. Turkey is actually pretty... what's the right word? Anything they feel offended by, they basically just ban. For instance, YouTube. They banned YouTube. On the plus side, that means we can say whatever we want about Turkey and nobody's gonna hear it. There are a bunch of dummies there, at least in the government. Mojang had this to say about it: "The world of Minecraft can be a dangerous place. It's inhabited by scary, genderless monsters that come out at night, and it might be necessary to defend them to survive. If people find this level of fantasy conflict upsetting, we would encourage them to play in creative mode or to enable the peaceful setting. Both of these options will prevent monsters from appearing in the world." Calling this a dumb controversy is like calling the Empire State Building small because it's not the biggest building in the world anymore. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to take the stairs. And yeah, there are bigger things that happen in the world than this, but This is pretty stupid. Number 2. We've talked a little bit about Microsoft owning Minecraft now, but a couple years before that happened, when Microsoft was initially working with Notch to put Minecraft on Xbox, they also wanted to get Notch to make it Windows 8 compliant, meaning it would run in Metro mode on Windows 8, which, as you know, no one on the planet likes. To put it in Notch's words, he got an email from Microsoft wanting to help quote-unquote certify Minecraft for Windows 8. He told them to stop trying to ruin the PC as an open platform. He'd rather have Minecraft not run on Windows 8 at all than play along with that. He ended by saying maybe we could convince a few people not to switch to Windows 8 that way. Now, Notch was not alone in any way, shape, or form in his dislike of Windows 8, and the controversy isn't dumb on his part. Many people were afraid that Windows 8 was the start of a gradual closing of the type of situation that allowed for indie games to flourish. Ultimately, Microsoft just kind of listened to everybody, which was good, and we're probably headed in a better direction. The controversy probably could have been avoided if Microsoft just had said a darn thing during it. Instead, they decided to remain completely silent, which obviously annoyed the crap out of everyone. And number 1, somebody managed to put a horrible racial slur into Minecraft. Jens Bergenston, who had been the head developer of Minecraft for quite a while, had a bit to answer for. The way Minecraft updated is they would put snapshot builds up every week, which allowed you to manually download and see kind of what they were working on. These builds didn't get pushed to all users, so when some users installed it and switched the language to a language spoken natively in South Africa and Nambia, actually changes one of the buttons to say you are an N-word. Well, actually a N-word. It's not exactly grammatically correct, but that's besides the point. You see, the Minecraft developers use crowdsourced translation, and there's about 50 language files which are translated by the community. And in a shocking development, there was at least one prankster in the Minecraft community. Now, including that kind of language isn't just a prank, it's kind of hateful, but it wasn't really the developers that did it. They released another snapshot build the next week, which had that fixed. What's funny is a bunch of people actually defended it. Minecraft is not some place where that type of stuff should go. It's a game that's enjoyed by everyone from age 4 to 94. It's probably one of the only legitimate all-ages games in that people of all ages actually play it. And the fact that people would defend it is just kind of, are you joking? Because it seems like you're joking. And to be fair, the people defending it could have been joking, but it's still a stupid controversy. In fact, probably the stupidest. So if any of these controversies have you feeling nice and self-righteous, or you just want to discuss them, you know, like a normal human being, leave us a comment. Also, don't forget to click like, because it does help us a great deal. Don't forget to subscribe to gameranx, because we upload new videos every single day, and that is the best way to see them first. Thanks so much for watching this video, and of course, we will see you again here next time on gameranx.